Welcome to your Optavia LifeBook audio. My name is Christy Baker, and I am just thrilled that you're here. We get to go through your LifeBook together, and I'm going to read it to you, which is just an easy way for you to get into this important resource and further your health journey. Today we're going to be reading from Element 9, and it's a pretty short one, so we're just going to do it in one quick video today. Before we get started, if you could take just a second and click the like button right below and also subscribe. That way we can let you know when our next video is coming out. Thanks so much. All right, let's get going. In our last element, we discovered and discussed the importance of creating a habit of eating every 3 hours. In this element, we will focus on exactly what you should be eating every 3 hours. One of the key obesity researchers, Dan Zinger, once stated that if we could overcome the psychological and logistical barriers, we could eradicate obesity in a matter of months. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but his point is well taken, and it's at the heart of the Habits of Healthy Weight Management strategic plan. In terms of addressing the psychological aspects, as you've seen in the elements you've already completed, we have spent a bunch of time going over managing our emotions, our thoughts, our choices, and our relationships to help you become the dominant force in your life by taking responsibility. Here, we are going to introduce you to a powerful way to overcome the logistical barriers to creating a healthy weight and eating pattern. Eating something healthy every 3 hours that will optimize your nutrition and at the same time help you create a healthy weight is asking most people to step way out of their comfort zone. They're not equipped with the knowledge or the skills to do it on their own. I have found that for most people, including myself, having planned prepared meals is the key to success. Well, what is the best way of accomplishing this? Packaged fuelings. Having our pre-packaged meals to place in those 3-hour fueling intervals has many advantages. There are other brands available, but we are the only one that comes with a free coach. This Habits of Health transformational system and our amazing community of support. Important advantages and why I chose the Optavia prepackaged meals for our fuelings are, number 1, they are best in class. They provide all the necessary vitamins, minerals, and balanced proteins and carbohydrates and are relatively low in fat. Number 2, these meals have an amazing variety to avoid taste fatigue, but at the same time, their nutritional footprint is nearly identical. This allows them to be used in combination with a healthy lean and green to help create a mild fat-burning state and a progressive healthy weight loss. Number 3, their nutritional footprint creates the ideal state of metabolism because they are all low glycemic, which turns off the metabolic switches that create fat storage. And the healthy protein source helps to protect your muscle and avoid eating saturated fatty sources of protein. They're portable and easily prepared to overcome any logistical barriers, including traveling. And lastly, they can be used long-term to provide a solution to your every 3-hour fueling when you are unable to cook or prepare a whole foods meal as you move into the optimization and longevity phases. You can see that there are many advantages to starting your weight management with the prepackaged fuelings because they are so easy, goof-proof, and extremely cost-effective. While whole foods are better for you, our first area of focus needs to be getting down to a healthy weight. Rest assured, our goal over time as you progress on your journey is to have most of your daily fuelings come from whole food. The problem is that you probably have whole food available to you now, but has it been effective in helping you reach your healthy weight in a reasonable time period? For most, the answer is no. Simply because eating whole foods does not teach you to pick low glycemic carbohydrates, healthy proteins and healthy fats in the right portions necessary to lose weight. And of course, coming back to the logistics, whole foods are often unavailable or too expensive, or people don't have the time or inclination to prepare them. Instead, because we are rushed for time, most of us eat unhealthy processed food full of sugar, refined grains, and salt because they're convenient, cheap, taste good, and are available everywhere. So yes, we're going to teach you how to eat healthy for life, and most of that will be with whole food. But right now, we're going to start with baby steps and build the habits that will make your healthy eating transformation permanent. Actually, with our lean and green, we are going to start your healthy whole food introduction right from the beginning. But we are going to do it at a simple, easy to do, prepared pace. Our prepackaged Fuelings provide a powerful tool to help do the heavy lifting while we start the weight loss phase. It is the first in a series of micro habits, teaching you the necessary behavioral changes to carry you to a healthy weight and beyond. Over time, and in these next few elements, I will help you to learn and use some simple tools to make your journey to healthy eating through Fuelings a breeze. If you decide to take on the whole learning curve at once, we will show you how to do that as well, but your rate of success will usually be lower. Phase 1, the weight loss phase. There are 2 general ways to use Fuelings to reach a healthy weight. The first is using prepackaged meals that I mentioned earlier. The second method is to prepare everything with whole food. Although this presents numerous challenges to overcome unless you have a solid understanding of nutrition. However, I will make those solutions available in part 2.6 of Dr. A's Habits of Health, Building Healthy Meal Plans for Optimal Health. The Optimal Health 5-in-1 plan has a long and successful history, and I have used it for these last 17 years as the most effective means to consistently help people lose weight in a safe and easy way. It's really one of the first micro habits of health that I have utilized to help people of all backgrounds finally have a consistent, manageable way to lose weight. I have also found it the easiest way to help people overcome any challenges, logistics in their current lifestyle. It's a fast, hassle-free, easy way to learn the habits of health of eating 6 meals every 3 hours. You will lose weight quickly and safely. Also, as you feel better, you will have more energy. It creates what I like to call the teachable moment, when you will be even more eager to learn the other habits necessary for success. It's a great catalyst, and it could not be easier. It basically has 3 components. Number 1, you choose 5 prepackaged meals to use during the day. Number 2, you prepare 1 lean and green meal, and I'll explain the details in just a moment. And number 3, you use the Habits of Health clock to space the 6 Fuelings out over an every 3-hour period. Let me show you that little clock again. And that is on page 198 if you'd like to go back in your book and reference that. You pick where you want to have your lean and green during the day. Most people have it as part of their evening fueling with their family, or as part of the rest of the family's prepared meal. What is so amazing about this simple schedule is that once you've reached a healthy weight, you will simply substitute You will simply substitute some of the packaged Fuelings with whole food, so you do not have to change your behavior. This leads to consistent, healthy eating. The lean and green. As I mentioned, one of the first things we added to the prepackaged foods was 1 meal using whole foods. The reason for this is to start training people to eat healthier in their food choices, as well as maintaining their normal gut flora so that we are always stimulating a healthy gut. The lean and green also makes sure that you are receiving a healthy fat, which is important to maintaining absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, normal digestion, and gallbladder function. You will have a piece of lean meat, poultry, or fish, along with a green vegetable or salad. Write down some of the reasons that we are using the prepackaged Fuelings to start our weight management journey. And you can also text those to yourself if you're not near a pen and paper. That way you can talk about those with your coach at your next check-in call. Your daily schedule for Fuelings. One will be your lean and green, and you can download copies at the Habits of Health of this chart. It gives you a place for you to write down your first fueling, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, plus your lean and green. And you can create your time schedule for that. I would suggest that you take a couple of these daily fueling schedules and sit down with your coach and review them. For more information on the lean and green, refer to Optavia's guide, which can be downloaded at optavia.com. You now have an amazingly easy schedule and system to start gaining control over your weight and your health. As mentioned earlier, if for some reason you could not use the prepackaged Fuelings, you could use the same schedule and use the Fuelings suggested outlined in part 2.6 and Dr. A's Habits of Health, Building Healthy Meal Plans for Optimal Health. Yet almost everybody will find our Optimal Health Plan 5-in-1 the easiest and most effective way to safely and consistently lose weight. Now you understand the importance of eating every 3 hours. Make sure that you review your notes in this element often. Also, share it with your coach and spend some time discussing how these possibilities will become a reality. And of course, we have our 3 reflection questions at the end. Number 1, what does this element mean to you right now? Number 2, what is this element giving you the opportunity to reflect on? And lastly, what actions are you going to take as a result of this element? Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed element 9, and stay tuned for future videos, and you can push that subscribe button so you get a notification on those. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.